Shalom, shalom, shalom. It's been a minute. Uh, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get things back up on the wraps and get it going like it's supposed to be. I'll end up trying a new service. Try to see how I can work things out. The title of this video is used to be "Gangbangin," now I'm trying to live righteous. Uh, we all once upon a time lived on those streets doing what we did to the point it's no longer necessary. When we see all the gang violence, see how people are now realizing that yeah, we all are the same people. Why will we continue to fight one another and fight against this spiritual warfare what we dealing with? Through our lifetime of growing up and not knowing the situation that we're dealing with or what we was facing was a blind sight that we didn't realize what was going on. So now, due to the point that our eyes are open, we have taken a new path and turned down a new avenue. A lot of our people out here want to live right, and it's hard to live right when you're so used to living that lifestyle of being on the streets that you're trying to overcome the pressure of not being a punk, being discredited, talked about, shamed, and so forth. So in this thing, what we try to do is try to come to an understanding that, man, life is getting short, time is getting short, and it's basically coming to the point that realizing right now is here. That brothers and sisters need to come together and start getting their life right. I'm gonna say, far as my belief and my standpoint, me being a Hebrew Israelite, an old covenant keeper, is learning to keep and uphold the law of the Most High God. Understanding what my calling is. On this video, I would like to do interventions with brothers and sisters who've been out on the streets, who changed their life around, who's trying to do something different, and the impact of it affecting you. Um, People be letting you, giving you trial and error. Who's stomping on your decision? Who try to insinuate and just assassinate your belief to the point that you feel more obscure and more like unfocused, confused. How can you sit and let someone discredit your belief and what it is that you choose to do with your life? My dude, you don't know me. You don't know the life I've been through. My mother, my father know me. My sister, my brothers know me. My cousins know me. My aunties, my uncles know me. The people who I made part of my life know me. With that being said, people that do not have no knowledge of you as an individual or person would discredit your thoughts, your belief, your idea, and ridicule you to the point is it become a test on whether you truly believe in the faith that you choose to let be a part of you, or you place doubt in that belief. Is it truly something for you? Is this your calling? And when you have doubt about a belief that you choose to be a part of, it kind of discomfits your character to the point it's something that later on in life you might end up just giving up. Because the fact is, you are prejudging your ideal or your decision making on what it is that you truly want to do with your life. So, with that being said, we really need to evaluate the decisions that we're making, that we are uh, putting before ourselves. And when you have somebody that's gonna sit back here and talk to you and tell you you're not an Israelite, you're African American, you never knew nothing about Israel, you don't speak Hebrew, regardless of what the situation is, whatever you choose, you deal with. Maybe it might be true I'm not a Hebrew. I know I don't speak Hebrew, but that don't stop me from learning. That don't stop me from building up my faith in something that I want to believe in, that I truly want to set my life and continue due to the fact that Hebrew is by culture, by people that were scattered across the four corners of the earth, that was put in captivity due to the ignorance of our ancestors who disobeyed the covenant, has me on a logical idea that, yeah, we are the people. But other people would discredit that to the point is that you have all type of misconceptions that'll be thrown in your face to make you reconsider your belief. And if people don't get an understanding, no one can just continue the faith but you yourself. And if you are not truly trying to change your way and know what it is that you truly want to do, you'll always be back and forth with life. You need to focus and go down one path. Research the belief you truly want to accept. Find out if it's right for you. Don't let nobody influence you. Let the words that you hear, think about it and take on it. And try to know and make sense of it being a part of you. To me, being a Hebrew Israelite makes sense to me due to the fact of the laws of God implemented on how we're supposed to live amongst one another as a people, how we're supposed to take care of one another as a people, how we're supposed to love each other as a people. Due to the fact of the laws being brought forth to Israel, it gives us a sense of foundation, being civilized human beings, where we don't have to act like tyrants and want to kill each other, hurt each other, steal from each other. And see, the more you focus on the laws, you get to knowing the law, become familiar with the law, you apply it to your everyday life. It strengthens your belief, it strengthens your faith, it makes you want to be more in tune with it. You want to know more. And see, the thing is about our belief, y'all do say that we must know the good and the bad in order that we may be holding together. So with that understanding, I know the goods and the bads of being a Hebrew Israelite. I understand it. Do I choose to accept it? Yes, I do. But everybody else has their own way of understanding the word. So the point is that, hey, what's best for you is what's best for you. You can never let no one inspire your beliefs to make you choose something that you really don't care for. You see what I'm saying? Don't accept anything because somebody else is doing it. Accept it because you choose to accept that you want this for yourself. Therefore, God always tell you, like, let no man deceive you. You must seek the word yourself. Seek ye out the Bible. No one shall fail. That's Isaiah 34:16. God tells you, get to know his word, get to know him, get to know the law, apply to it, live it. See, the thing is right now, we dealing with people who like to assassinate people's belief that will confuse them and make them change their minds about being something that they thought that would be better for them. And due to the fact is that you let this people, individual, whoever, blind your faith, your belief, you let it destroy you. Now, y'all do tells us to warn our people to turn from their wicked ways. The things that people may be doing is not appropriate, is not pleasing to the Most High. You let that be that and go from there. So, with that being said, our job is to build up the confidence and the faith into knowing the word and living it. No one can destroy your faith but you. If you choose to let someone turn you away from your beliefs, then it wasn't really meant for you. The more I read and learn, the more I want it to be a part of my life because the fact is, it shows a sense of responsibility, uh, living the word, applying it to my life, and showing that I do want a sense of responsibility. I do want a sense of foundation and, you know what I'm saying, grounds in my life that I'm able to stand uh, for the law, the word, to build me up as a man, to be able to be acknowledged as a husband and a father. And it's good to have the law in your life because the fact is, if you don't have law, what type of structure do you have without being able to have discipline for yourself and for others? To know how to carry yourself when you in public or when you at home. No one can make you do something but you. I need to really control my anger due to the fact I know the life that I live, to know what my anger would do to me, how it makes me feel. I really need to know how to behave myself when it comes down to the disrespect, to know how to walk away. I let words offend me, frustrate me. Instead of me being a man about things, I tend to not walk away. And I know it's my pride. And I understand what y'all says that your pride will get you killed. With that being said, everything has its limitation. So I got to know how to conduct myself when it comes down to being disrespected. I need to know and remember that God is the God that fights for his people in righteousness. So when you are willing to comply to the word of Yah, Yah support you in the things that you are doing, long as it's not breaking the law. So what I'm saying is being a street person, it has this mind effects to the point is that being in a gang, you was not allowed to tolerate disrespect. If somebody was to disrespect you, you was to hey, deal with the situation right then and there. Uh, being in the gang, you was forced to do things through gang code that in order to be a part of a gang, you did some things that you thought you never be able to do. And this trial and error that we live in, trying to be right, is really hard because you're so used to the lifestyle that you live growing up. And trying to be right, you go through a lot of trials and you make a lot of errors because it seems like no matter how hard you push forward to doing right, there's always somebody there that's willing to break your spirit. They don't want you to be right. They don't want you to succeed. And that's a bad thing. Cause like I lived my life like this for so long to the point is that I want to see some good in me, but it seems like every time I try to bring that good out, there's always gonna be somebody that's gonna ignite that anger that gonna make me be bad. And that's not their fault, but it's my fault for letting them do that. And in this day and time, I know I really need God. I know I need Yah to strengthen me. But the thing is, Yah is only gonna do for you if you be willing to do for Him. It's His will and His way. And if you're not willing to do His will, you will never get your way. So, with that being said, it takes a lot of hard work for me to maintain my attitude. And I wish I had the support that would make me righteous, but I know I don't. Everybody has to start with themselves in order for them to be able to help you. I can want the help, but I know first the help comes from above before it becomes beneath. That's what I'm learning. So I know God is first and foremost. God will bring you help, but you got to first help yourself. And you can't do it alone. You got to have God in your life. And as long as people trying to live their life and do it on their own, you'll never overcome. It's always going to be frustrations. It's always going to be confusion. It's always going to be headaches. No matter what you do. Why? But you're not willing to give it to God. We could say we want to be right all we want to, but that's just hearsay. Saying and doing is two different things. So being a street person, the thing that I thought was good about it, it really wasn't. Because the fact is, things I thought was good, I end up doing wrong. So no matter how much I enjoyed it at that time, it still it still wasn't right. So You live with regrets, but you just can't let it get the best of you. So I mean, you want to do away with the past, but there's always somebody that's gonna let you know that you always the same person. You're never gonna change. And if that be the case, then why don't you just get out of my life? Because you're not doing me no justice. You're not helping me wanting to be like. People are so quick to criticize you, but they don't look at themselves. I know how I live my life. I did, but I know how I want to live my life now. I admit I made all type of wrong decisions, but at that time I was ignorant. I was blind. I didn't know no better. Now that I know, I'm responsible for maintaining and staying on course on what it is that I know now. And if the Bible didn't mean nothing to me, why would I even read it? Why would I want to study more, know more about it, and want to live it and try to apply to it? What makes me be back and forth? What makes me be back and forth is I want to live right, but at times I let things stop me. I become frustrated. I become angry. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I don't have no help. So with that, me not having help, that's like one of the biggest things. Whether it be your spouse, whether it be family, friends, there's nobody to help me but God, and I know that. So with that being said, I have to live for God in order for me to live for me. I can't live for no one else. Living for God gets you blessing. It makes you want to do right even more. My life being on the streets, it wasn't good. It was dangerous. It was threatening, doing a lot of wrong to the point I enjoyed doing what I did at times that I knew it wasn't right. And no matter how people told me that I need to change my ways, I see what it has done to me now. Because now trying to change my ways is more hard than ever. 47 years. This is the time that I really need God. I don't need nobody else but God. All the influence, all the temptations that's in my life right now, I need God. The frustrations that I have in my life, I'm not overcoming them because I'm not listening to God. You can read and learn and study the Bible, but if you're not applying to it, you just reading and learning. Everything I learned to understand what it is about the Bible is important. But the most important thing is to apply to the word of Yah and do what it is that He says do. So, with that being said, these are the life lessons that I'm learning to the point is that I know that it's going to take God, nobody but God, in order for me to be a better person. You know, people don't realize or understand that the biggest help that you could ever have is God. You can never just talk about God if you're not living according to the way God wants you to live. It's just a conversation, but does it really mean anything to you if you're not doing it? So live the life you live. You're always alone, no matter if you're married, no matter if you have friends, no matter if you have families. Because at the end of the day, everybody has their own life to live. Everybody's gonna believe what they believe in. And the main important is this: if you don't think the same, you will never be the same. See, when you have people that think different than you could say that, hey, this is my friend, this is my wife. You always gonna be alone. Why? Because the mind is different. If you can't think as one to become one, you just one by yourself. So I understand that now because I don't got people who think in the same frame that you can have people that wanna be around you and talk to you because the mentality is the same. I live in a house with other individuals, but we are not the same. Why is the mentality? I get it. Yep, I know now. Well, that's all I have to say. As my intuition go, I know I'm alone. And it's cool. Yep. But I'm gonna say shalom. It was nice talking with people. Um, it's good to know that my mind is starting to think more reasonable. Uh, Shalom, blessing, and praises to Yah. Uh, peace be to Israel, brothers and sisters who want to live faith. Shalom.